Good morning traders and welcome to today's live trading. Today is Thursday the 22nd of March and we are on the FTSE 100 as usual. So just to run you through a change really, I've gone back to just showing the 5-minute time frame on the particular screen that you can see. A couple of people had said it was quite cluttered on the screen and they were struggling to maybe understand everything that was on there. So what I'm going to do is revert back to just showing the 5-minute time frame, and then if there's anything of interest that I think you need to see or know on the other time frames, I'll just switch views on this screen so I can show you in detail, rather than having them all maybe crammed into one screen like I've been doing for a while. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. If you prefer just the 5-minute time frame and me jumping to and from other time frames, or if you'd like to see them all in one screen, let me know. Secondly, apologies if you can hear any building work outside. They're actually doing some renovation work on a mill just at the end of my street, so it might be a little bit noisy. I'm not sure how much the microphone will pick up, but if you can hear that, apologies. And then let's dive straight into the analysis for today. If you've been following the FTSE much, you'll know that it's been coming down the last couple of days reasonably well, and as a result, if I jump over to an hour time frame, you can see we've got lots of decent places to sell. So we're moving down at the moment. We're just coming into a band here. It's going to be tricky to find support for this market at the moment, but this may be a good one. Equally, just past today's excuse me, S3, that might be good as well. But if we do start coming up, we've got obviously the bottom of this band where the last major swing was. We've got moving up towards the top of this band where we've got this consolidation and this swing here. And if we carry on moving up past there, we've got yesterday's close and today's pivot marrying up with some more structure here. So you can see as we move our way further and further higher, there is quite a lot of places for us to look to take a sell position should the market give us the right price action, of course. So we're a few minutes to the open. It's 8 minutes to now, so I'll continue to watch this market as it opens, and if we do start getting some decent sell signals within any of our support and resistance bands, I'll update you and run you through them. Okay, so we're just coming up to 10:30. We are looking like taking a short just below this signal candle here. So the low of this candle is 7003.3. So I'm gonna enter at just check how big this candle is. So we're looking at 5, 6, looking at about 9-point stop. So we'll go in. We'll go in at £5, which keeps us under our £50 risk. And if we go in at 2 point, if I could do this right, 2.1, that was 3.3, and enter that there. So that's how we're ordering. So really we're just looking for a continuation of this move down, back down towards this lower band here. So if this pops down below, we'll obviously get triggered. The stop will just literally, it will sit just above. I can put it in immediately. Actually, the high of this candle is 8.8, so the stop will be at 10 point. I'll put it up at 11. Let me find the ticket. So modify. I'll put the stop in at 11, and it might get triggered very shortly. But yeah, when it does get triggered, I will bring the ticket across so that you can see it. But like I said, all I'm looking for is a move down towards this band here. Looking at the higher time frames, there's nothing on there really standing in the way. A couple of small confluences on the higher time frames, but equally on the higher time frames there is room for it to come up a little bit higher. Hence why I want to keep this fairly tight, because if it wants to start coming up higher, you can see we've already had a bit of a choppy morning this morning anyway. I don't want to get caught in a big big move upwards, because for example, if we were to put our stop the other side of the band, you're looking up above 20 points when the target itself is only going up for 15. So that wouldn't be a sensible thing to do. Ideally, really, I mean, I think I spoke about it this morning, this band here, although it's only an intraday level, would have been perfect for a short. There's a lot of confluences up here at this level, but we just never got there earlier, hence why I've not taken that one. You can see we had a good move up this morning, sold right back off. Actually, if I show you the hourly chart, something really that I think I probably missed for this move is the close of these candles here. Over here, you can see that we've actually had quite a lot of reaction at this level, and I didn't have that marked in this morning, which is a bit of a naughty thing to do. It's good to be aware of any potential levels. Okay, it might not fall down as, say, a level that warrants being a band, but I do like to be aware of any potential levels like that, where, say, if I'd gotten a long trade from here, you know, there's good potential that the trade could turn around there. And as of this morning, I don't, for whatever reason, I missed that level at the 70-30 level. So we all make mistakes. Luckily, it's not costing me any money or anything like that. All I've done is waited for price to actually set up one way or the other. You can see that we broke above the top here, but then we quickly sold all the way through it. We did have quite a lot of pound news this morning, and we got some more at 12. So hopefully this move, if it does happen, can make its way down towards this lower band before 12 o'clock, and we don't have to sit through any news turbulence. But yeah, that's the plan. I believe that trade has been triggered now, so I can bring the ticket up for you. So we'll see how this one runs. Right, so we're getting down towards this profit target level. In fact, that's it. I'm going to close it there. That was fantastic timing on the video there. That's the first time I've ever done that, but perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking at this market a little bit earlier and just starting to wonder where I was going to get a trade from, purely because of this choppy nature of the market this morning. You could see we got this move down, which I was somewhat happy about, and then when we opened, we opened with such impulsiveness that we moved straight through this band here, and stopped at this level, which I've gone over the reason. Well, not the reason. There'll be a number of reasons, but from the way I look at the market, I hadn't identified my reason for why the market stalled here, which has annoyed me somewhat today, which is just another trading hurdle you've got to get over. You can't beat yourself up about mistakes. I know I didn't lose any money on this particular misanalysis, but it's still annoying all the same. But then the price has moved all the way down again, and it was looking like it was just going to come straight back down. Thankfully, it gave us this nice laboured pullback. There's no real impulsiveness in this pullback, and then when you get a nice decent sized pin bar to the downside, and you can see, okay, we've tested the 80 MA a few times, but price has moved nicely down, and it's still falling even now. We got out at about 89, 90, it's come down to 86, so it's comfortably within that band. Would I be happy taking a long from here? Probably not. We've bounced a couple of times already, and I would have to see some consolidation before I started to think about going long from here. Not only because of the price action that we've seen, but also because in just over an hour we've got some potential high impact pound news, which is obviously going to affect the FTSE somewhat. So no, I think for today that will do quite nicely. I think it ended up being about 12 points. So yeah, a good trade in the end. And like always, I hope you have found some use from this video and from the other videos that I've done. You know, it can be really tricky trying to trade some days like this, and you've just got to keep your composure. Have trust in your trading plan. Have trust in your strategy and your approach, and just stay patient and disciplined. Those words are very easy to say, but they're very hard to do. So, you know, if you've just started trading in the recent past, or you know you've been doing it a year or whatever, and you're still struggling, honestly, don't beat yourself up. This is a tough thing to master. And that's, you know, that's not coming from someone that's mastered it, because I definitely haven't. It's just coming from someone who's been doing this for a good number of years now, probably around 5 years. You know, you still make mistakes. It is difficult. The hardest part of it is yourself, beating yourself up when you do certain things or don't do certain things, and so on and so on. But hopefully you can see from the videos that I put up, my mood very rarely changes throughout the entire trading day. And that's what it's about, really. Keeping your composure, your patience, your discipline. And when you can do that, and you have a good plan that you trust and you've back tested, it all becomes a lot easier. I promise you that. It definitely does. And yes, you're still going to take losses. They happen all the time. You can see from these videos that I put up on the channel, I've had plenty of losses. But it's learning to be sort of systematic and almost robotic, so that you can profit from the winners that your strategy provides you. You know, it pays for the losers and more. And you know, that's your edge, really. So yeah, enough rambling from me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do consider leaving a like on the video, and if you haven't done already, I'd really appreciate if you subscribed if you're enjoying the content. I've got a video coming up, I would say within the next week. I'm going to try and get it done pretty soon. Basically just around a trading setup. I'll show you mine, and I'm going to give you basically my advice and some tips on if you're wanting to put together your own setup. Basically my advice and tips on that. So yeah, look out for that, and thanks very much. I'll see you next time.